Hello. So yesterday I had finally been able to get onto the live servers with minimal lag, and I was able to run through TnA, more known as the Nameless Anomaly. I'm making this info video due to frequent people not knowing what to do in this raid, so if you don't know what to do, I would suggest sticking around for this video. So for the first stage we have two separate rooms, each picked randomly for each stage. We have a void hole destruction and a platform hold stage. First room is the void hole destruction. In this room you're meant to destroy all the void holes within this room. To do so, there is a berry that spawns in around 3 seconds after you have entered the room. The player that picks up this berry is the one that can only kill the void holes, only using their melee given that it locks you away from using your spells. The other 3 players will have to try and guide the berry holder to the portals since they have blindness. Within this room, I also suggest that archers, mages, or shamans with distant grasp pick up the berry, due to them either having longer range attacks or ones that home in. Second room is the platform hold room. In this room, one player must hold onto the platform in the middle for 60 seconds. Every 10 seconds this platform is being held for, it spawns in a void hole that all of the other 3 players must destroy. This void hole spawns in set random locations around the map, so if you don't kill the void hole in time, it will also spawn in a hard to kill mini-boss that launches players off the platform for the time that it is alive. There is also a mini-boss that spawns in the center of the room at the 20-second mark. For this room, I also suggest that the more tanky players hold onto the platform, and for the more DPS focused players will kill the void holes. Now for the second stage. Same thing of the 2 stages, but now each one is completely different. We have a light leader room and a tree maze room. First is the light leader room. In this stage, one of the players will grab the light. The player with the light keeps everyone else alive in this entire room. Since players that are not near the player with the light, they will start losing large portions of health every second until they die. This room has separate rooms within it, first being killing 3 invisible creatures that will spawn randomly throughout the room. You locate them by finding their glowing eyes that are also like Enderman eyes. Once that room is cleared, you can head to the exit to be teleported into a parkour room. Once you finish that parkour room, you are also teleported to a different room that has a mini-boss. This mini-boss will use exploding attacks to launch players away at large distances. But once you kill the mini-boss, you are finally able to exit the room. In this room, I also suggest letting more tanky players pick up the light. It is also best for them to have low amount of walk speed so they don't run off killing everyone else. I also suggest that people with insanely low walk speed shouldn't pick it up, since the parkour will become a difficult part for everybody else. Second is the tree maze room. In this room, one player will enter the tree to find 2 Isoptera hearts. Each time they find one, they will have to backtrack to find their way out. Once they do, they will have to put the heart into the side of the shrine. Then they will go back in and repeat this one more time. For the other 3 players, they will have to keep ciphering souls into the shrine in order to keep the player inside to navigate through the rooms. You collect souls by killing off the soul shrubs on the left and right hand side of the room. You sacrifice your soul by standing in the middle of the shrine for 5 seconds without getting knocked off. With this room, I suggest having players with more walk speed to enter the tree and keep on the left hand side of the wall. So when navigating back, you can run along the right hand side. And for the players outside of the tree, it's best to sacrifice the souls one after another, because if all players sacrifice their soul at once, it doesn't stack the time for the doors to be open inside the tree. Lastly is the final stage with yet another 2 different rooms. We have the bulb protection room and the void matter collection room. First is bulb protection. In this room, 4 players must protect all 3 blue bulbs and only open up one of them. These bulbs are also stolen and destroyed by bulb catchers that will spawn frequently far from all 3 blue bulbs. Each one will also only run towards one of the 3 bulbs. The players can open up one of the blue bulbs by killing bulb keepers that spawn infrequently or sometimes frequently that hold giant red bulbs above their head. Once you do, you pick up the red bulb that then locks you from all spell and melee attacks, for the time being that you're holding it. The player that now holds the red bulb must bring it back to one of the 3 bulbs. The players have to do this 3 times for 1 bulb in order to open up the portal to leave. For this room, I suggest only protecting one of the bulbs and having the others as distractions and letting classes with larger AoE damage, such as Shaman, to protect it. while the other 2 to 3 players look for the bulb keepers and bring it back to the one that the players are protecting. Second is the void matter collection. In this room, all 2 to 3 players must collect up to 5 void matter and open up the large void hole. Each piece of matter is collected by doing challenges on the left and right hand side. 1 to 2 players must protect the large void hole, since mobs will enter and try and destroy it. The mobs that will actually damage the large void hole are labeled with blue name tags. All 4 void matter is gained from the challenges, but the last void matter is dropped by a mini-boss that will spawn from the center of the room called Despairing Crawler. In this room, I suggest laying the highest damage AoE based class to protect the large void hole, while the other 3 people go to collect the void matter. Well, that'll be it for this. The reason why this took so long was mainly because of how when they updated our live servers, everyone was trying to join and it was a mess. With the large queue spanning up to 5,000 people, and the server going under maintenance for hours because of it, it was pretty hard to try and log on and get some footage in. But I still hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys found this helpful, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye bye.